Oh my god. Should be working now fine. I launched the game and the mouse cursor was stuck to it like glue. So it should be working just fine now. Oh no, I forgot to do something. Oh well. I mean, not a big deal. Hopefully. Yeah, there we go. The game is already launched. Just a sec. There we go. There we go. Everything back up. Hey, Mousy. I missed you, Mousy. Yeah, quick restart. No, I restarted the entire PC. The entire thing I restarted. And it worked. Woo. Vámonos onto
It was
los
the question I
missions.
kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Oh, man.
Tá pesado pra caralho, ele tá cheio de chumbo. Ah, comeu boi.
It's sinister here. They wasting so much. Wasting so much plastic.
I hadn't slept in days. I needed something to keep me going. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But I'd written off too many of those already.
Cutscene time, yay. Well, the cutscenes.
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada. Porra! Tem alguém!
Baby. I'm gonna keep you for a little bit. Mac is so awesome, die-hard type here.
Cuidado, ele está vindo! Vai, vai, vai!
Lol, what? Okay, I guess it must have stuck to my side of the wall.
Mesma coisa. É, você não tá fazendo.
Ooh, baby.
Não vai tomar um tiro, idiota! Isso não vai ter final feliz pra você! Não sai pra você!
Baby.
Não tem como escapar da justiça! Não se meta nisso!
Don't see anything. Get the fall with the flashlight after you're done with the grenade launch. Good as time as any to be done with the grenade launcher. I got 3 grenades. And way too much of a narrow... Open the gate, please. Thank you. Fiesta got me. But in the end, I got him. Any more rodents here? Ah, la cucarachas. Oh, baby. Got any more fight in ya? I'm waiting. Oh dear.
Passos' ID card. It was no great surprise he'd made their hit list, but to discover he was really Colombian? No wonder some locals seemed to laugh at his accent. What else had he lied to me about?
Colombiano.
De Silva and I had the same fan club. I knew enough and he knew too much. We'd both become targets.
That should have blown up much faster. Why didn't it blow up much faster?
When you find yourself in hell, dance with the devil.
Ooh. Hello. I got an RPK here. I'm keeping it. Or something like an RPK.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in a mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Cutscene time.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was
RPDs.
getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now I just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get. Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare.
Oh. And I hit skip coming and they don't stop coming. Where's your rifle, Max?
Whatever
Where's the
hell
RPD?
this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it.
What is your machine gun, Max?
I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Yeah, baby. Man. That was a close one. Okay, this time don't lose your rifle, Max. I'm so sick of him. He always loses every goddamn rifle. Clement says that's so unrealistic. Oh dear. That's so unrealistic. Nobody can hold an RPD with one hand. They're about 50 to 40 pounds. Your arm would get tired unless you're like the strongest man on the earth. And then I see you got a pimped out K-Tech. I had a pimped out K-Tech. No longer. Hold on. Gotta be careful.
This was hell on earth. Da Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
By the way, I think the last line, but did you figure out how to turn on the scope for the scope weapons?
It looked like Victor had won the sympathy
I'll try
vote.
B.
Found his universal connection to the people. Triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along. it was, the soundtrack to my life. And, for a few seconds, came harmony. Finally.
No. Well then.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been doing? I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please. Caralho! No, no. Caralho! Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus. E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Area devoluta.
There had to be something I wasn't seeing.
No, I'm just looking for collectibles, Max. Come on, not the first time we're doing. Oh, this is where we're supposed to be going. Let's go.
They had a fucking arsenal in here. It was time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ninguém sai desse prédio desse cara tá morto.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Me that PD. Ooh, receipt.
Either Victor Bronco and Nevis were doing a lot of charity work together, or this was payment for something else. Were the Crash of Prado in Victor's pocket? Had he tipped them off about the stadium exchange? It was time to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor.
Sniperinos.
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
This is the segment where Max Payne turns into Carl Fairburn from Sniper Elite. And that it had been.
A gente tem condições de fazer isso.
Nah, the weapon discharged. Hold on, not yet, Max, my boy. I saw the golden gun part. Let's go grab that first. Man, I only wish it was Friday. I played a little bit, so like I mentioned in the previous stream. Okay, so a couple of the updates. I did Google that thing about virtual reality with that bar. Apparently, it's a common problem on Oculus, on the 20X series and 30X series. You know, one of the cards that I bought. So apparently it's a software issue. But I have decided I will buy the Oculus Quest 3. Not the S1, the Oculus Quest 3 itself. I will buy it next month or 2 months from now. And I'll continue Half-Life Alyx then. Better lenses and all of that jazz. Anyway. And I was talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. I played it a little bit. As soon as I installed the card, it was the first game that I launched to see how it performs. And I gotta say, everything on Ultra, on 1080, pretty good. 40, 50 frames, 60 in some places, but good. With DLSS, another 10 frames, it's good.
I was at the top of this house of cards. Now is the time to play my ace.
Oh, here's the... Clipman says also the Oculus Quest 2 is obsolete and they're not coming out with any more updates for it, so it is kind of old. Well, actually, I had 2 Oculus app updates and software updates for the headset today. So, I mean, yeah, I think it might have ended support.
It seemed a shame to waste.
Okay, I don't think it ended support just yet. Because it's not exactly fair. I think support is going to last for another 5 years for it. But they're going to focus on the Oculus Quest 3. And yeah, I get it. It's fine. But I am curious. I've searched it up and I was like, what's the difference between these two? Anyway, so there is performance, but they fixed the resolution thing as well. You know, I kept complaining to Alex that I think that the picture is fuzzy.
Explosives.
I modified the resolution for a higher one, but not that high. But apparently it's a mistake from Oculus, another software bug. Oh, well.
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Nevis.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue! That's what my fucking problem is!
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried!
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right!
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the record.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Here we go.
city was dangerous, friend.
I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
Now, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I don't know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo were trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get him to loosen the purse strings on the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. This thing works.
Chapter 13. A fat, bald dude with a bad temper.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Yeah, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. But hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay.
Max is so angry looking all the time.
I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
Look at him, constant scowl.
The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative? De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Nada tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta, eu quero saber da culpa.
Ela não desgruda dela, mano.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, vou dar uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocentes! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo mesmo aqui! É aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fodeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí!
Person just hanging by himself, no one caring.
Eu vi uma outra versão. Vamos resolver aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou.
Chega aí.
Valeu, amigo.
Hey! What are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question.
Answer him! Answer him!
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing here?
O que você está fazendo aqui?
What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
Doing here?
Me in the ear.
Hey, answer me! What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
I wanted to melee him, but don't know the melee button. I believe I can die. That my body can flop to the ground.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later.
Evidence. Money. Take the money, Max. Ah, cutscene again. Oh my
I guess
god,
our
so many
little
cutscenes.
stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Pull an NPK.
Só sei que teve um apagão, isso é tudo que eu sei.
Not American.
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Mister, have a nice day, guys. You ain't gonna help me.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, seemed I was too.
Okay, did I? I might have missed something.
The security switch had to be in that booth.
Hold on.
They had their body armor. I had mine.
Oh, I can't go back. Damn. I missed the dude.
It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Oh, another cutscene.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision. Seemed a crying shame to let that RPG go to waste.
There we go. Man, only shotguns that I can barely use. There we go.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off. Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Yes. Evidence into the liver, in the stomach, and your bloodstream, and the analgesic effect. Oh yes, no more pain. Feel good. Feel no more pain.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me.
Let's go.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Collected all parts of the G6 Commando.
I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the
NPK
chance.
boxes as well. Oh, come on. The painkiller was right there. I was just heading towards it. Come on, man. Not fair.
It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way.
So much smoke.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Lots of people gonna die. Lots of people did die. Pause it right there. Hold on. Came back, needed to get something to drink, but also I wanted to eat. Oh, and because I've been paused for a long time, it seemed that game has crashed. What? Okay. I don't know what happened, but yeah, the game. Yeah, sure, I'll relaunch it. The hell was that? The game just crashed? No error message. Weird. Super weird. Don't know what happened there. I was in the middle of a cutscene, Max, as well. Oh, I gotta replay this? Great. Nice. The dance macabre.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
No evidence, no nothing here? No.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Got him.
Você não tem chance nenhuma.
Oh great, we got a heavy now.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Political folder. Not evidence, not a clue. A political folder this time. $36 bullets.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Oh, come on, shush. Stop it with the hurry. You need a painkiller, Max. Need some pills. How can I get some pills in this place? Man, no pills anywhere.
Special Forces
go.
painkillers. Sao Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine.
Max
I'd
Payne,
spent my career
the
dozing
janitor.
off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead, and still, every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Nothing else. No way.
Acabe com ele! Acabou, playboy! Eu vou sair! Atira nele! Traga esse traseiro aqui, eu te dou cobertura! Todos seguindo adiante rumo ao alvo! Vai fazer essa porra, não! Sai fora daqui, hein! Tira esse merda daqui! Caralho! Aí, cara! Você tá legal? Você tá bem? Aê! Me cobre aí, cara! A UF não vai ficar! Seu porra!
Nice. Almost got clipped there.
Abaixa!
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. The bastards had me locked in. The doors were... My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
No, you're just too fat, Max.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker.
Rifle lost again. I can't complain too much. Running low on ammo anyway.
Fique alerta!
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Coward. Look, it's the GP from Stalker. It is, isn't it?
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything with... It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up. seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
Oh boy.
They had their body armor. I had mine.
Man, this guy spawned right in front of me, man, in midair. Yeah, sure, I'm dead. Sure. I'm dead after two guys spawned in midair. Sure, game, sure.
Você consegue se levantar?
Wish I had grenades.
Beleza, perdi.
Any bullets I had left were being saved for someone special. Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto.
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? Thank you for all the fine work!
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Crazier than I thought! You have served your purpose! This is where it ends! Ah!
Those ceiling tiles looked kinda loose. It was worth a shot.
You don't know when you're lost, do you? You shouldn't have listened to that idiot, Da Silva! Why do you think you're not dead already?
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh?
Him.
There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work. For my family. And for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just fritter it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Ooh. Chapter 14. One card left to play.
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
I'm out of bullets. There we go. I was a little bit tough at towards the end.
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
Decides us to use the gun with no bullets. Why? Don't know.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Private jet.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead.
Cutscene again.
There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need. at the other end of the departure lounge.
Man, what a bloodbath.
They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Doors!
I don't know why cutscene Max always chooses to the pistol that doesn't have ammo. 3 times this has happened by now.
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
Right in the chin. Or the jaw.
It didn't look like there'd be
Remember,
any
no
trams
goofy.
leaving until the power was on.
No.
It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
There we go. Get up.
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second.
Well,
Until we pulled
that
into the
body was
station
surprising.
And met more
I took a body with me.
assholes.
Seems.
Son of a bitch. It didn't work out like that. Of course, there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. I felt like I'd missed out on the joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. Every time. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor. I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker. Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me. Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! 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 Obviously on another man's bull, Max.
This seems to be where we came in.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
I didn't shoot. I could have shot, but I didn't. Ah, well. At least they're too late.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Look! A squad is coming from the right! Damn! Over to the right! Don't look good! Come on! We've got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without us! I don't know how much more we can take! Ay! Shit! 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 That about sums it up! They don't want us getting down this runway!
Oh god. I saw the guys dropped it from midair. From nothing.
Shit! Right there! I'm normally a behind the desk kind of cop! Only I've been... That's them! Asshole! Your career's coming down with that plane! Let's get it over with! Shit!
There you go.
Wait, Max! No!
Yes. Shoot him.
Stop!
Let me shoot him.
Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk.
You'll walk with a lift!
Police brutality.
The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is underway.
justice.
Local residents expressed outrage, saying they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
Yay! Max is in the sun. Just enjoying life. Yeah, considering everything, that's the good. That's a good ending. Good gameplay, good ending, but the story, man. Ay ay ay. But there we go. And now we are all awaiting the remake for Max Payne. that's what's up. We're all awaiting that remake to come out. Alright. Alright. Hey, 11:12 p.m. Good, I did it. Thank you, Clipman. I did it. Yay. I wished I could say in time record, but no. But anyway, that's all I got for right now. So I'll stream tomorrow. Probably, most likely, I will be streaming Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm gonna play for like a few minutes by myself Red Dead Redemption 2, but I'm gonna stream it tomorrow as well. And Metro Last Light. We'll go with the Redux version on the Last Light. We'll play that, and then Exodus, and then Fallout, and then also Alex, of course. I'll play maybe one more level of Alex. But Metro Awakening definitely coming up next as well. Until then, until the next stream, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you have a good day. Take care now. Bye-bye.